Good morning. Good morning. Clicking all the buttons. It's another hump day. Happy chat. Yabba dabba do. Good morning. Hello out there. I'm Valerie Shepard, founder and CEO of the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery. Happy and grateful facilitator of the Bliss Collective. Yay. Hello to all you Bliss Collective members. Hello to all you people out there wanting more happiness. Come on in. Come on into the Bliss Collective. We are a community on a mission to create a movement across the planet for more peace, love, joy, and freedom, transforming hearts and minds through self-mastery tips and tools to create love, joy, freedom on the planet. Yay. Wow, that was a mouthful. Good morning. So happy to have you here with me. I'm live at the Hartley Center and wanting first to acknowledge there are so many things going on in the world where people are in harm's way, people are afraid, people's lives are impacted by things over which they have little to no control. And there's a lot of that right now. And so just want to hold sacred space with those people for just a moment of honoring their courage, honoring the fear. Just allow yourself to send energy. Allow yourself to feel what they might be feeling and send them some peace, some extra peace. You've got plenty. Send them some extra care. You've got plenty. Send them some prayer for goodness to unfold in their life, their lives, in ways that they may not even be able to imagine right now, let alone touch, feel, see, know. Use the power that you have in the center of your chest to serve those in need. To serve those in need. So yes, I have my hands on the center of my chest, and that is exactly what we're going to talk about today. This big, beautiful organ in the center of your chest, known as the heart. Today's Hump Day Happy Chat is called "What's Your Heart Got to Do with It?" What's your heart got to do with it? And yeah, at any given moment, it's kind of like, really? I mean, what's your heart got to do with it? Well, believe it or not, everything. Your heart has something to do with everything going on with you. Whether we're talking about the upper heart or the lower heart, the whole heart, your heart is the most important organ in your body. The most important organ in your body. So I don't know how many of you know about heart math. I have been a practitioner of heart math for years. I used to actually participate at Unity of Tustin, had a heart math hub, and we would meet once a week. We would read the books that have to do with heart math. So here's one. If you haven't read it, I really suggest that you get a copy and take a look at it. The Heart Math Solution, down here by Doc Childra, Howard Martin, Donna Beach, And you see that I've got tabs in mine. It's highlighted. So I'm not certified in the practice of heart math. I just practice it because I love it and believe in it. Heart math. And if you spend time with me, the more time you spend with me, I will go to the heart of the matter in every case. And oftentimes it's what's going on in your heart. I mention it in my book. That's how focused on the heart as an instrument of higher living, an instrument of vibration setting, an instrument of joy and peace. And I'm not talking about the romantic hearts, although this heart is ready for some romance, people. That is true. And I'm not talking about that heart. I'm talking about the spiritual heart, the heart of you. So in the Bliss Collective, part of what we do is talk about how the world works, because knowing how the world works, and if you're ever in any of my courses or challenges or workshops, and I hope you will be, a couple are coming up here soon, I hope you'll jump in. I always start with, let's get clear on how the world works. And I pull together wisdom from ancient philosophers, ancient teachers, biblical practices. I pull it all together and talk about the way the world works. And in that system, your instrument, the you that you choose to be at any given moment, the you that you choose to be. And you're choosing all the time. And when you don't choose, you've actually made a choice. So the you that you choose to be are a system. And how does this system, mind, body, spirit, system operate? How do you operate in the system of the world as an integrated spiritual human person? And in order to operate as an integrated spiritual human person and create the high vibe, bliss-fueled life that you want, you need to understand some of the principles that are governing the world. And believe it or not, just like the law of gravity, which is a physical principle governing the world, there are spiritual principles that govern the world, and they don't care. Just like the law of gravity, they don't care whether you know it or not, like it or not, understand it or not. They're going to do what they do all the time. They just operate. They just govern. They control. And the same is true in your physiological system. You know that there are things going on in your system that you, supposedly, have no control, over which you have no control. But maybe you do. So every culture, and I'm talking dating ancient cultures, ancient Mesopotamian cultures, Babylonian culture, Egyptians, ancient cultures, even the Greeks, all talked about one organ in your system as paramount, as key. In different ways, with different words, they all maintained that the power of this heart in the center of your chest was the most important organ in your physiological system. The heart is the only organ in the human system that is capable of influencing and directing your emotions, your morality, and capable of influencing and directing your decision making, your ability to make strong decisions. It's pretty powerful. But here's what's happened. Here's what's happened in our society. We worship something else. One of my favorite brainiacs, Albert Einstein, has a quote that I love. I'll say it now. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift. The rational mind is its faithful servant. We, and especially we in the West, we have created a society that worships the servant, the rational mind, the intellect, the brain, worships the servant and has forgotten the gift. We worship the servant, and we've forgotten the sacred gift of our intuitive minds. I'm going to run through some data really quickly from Doc Childra and other researchers. They have a whole slew of researchers at the Institute for Heart, or the HeartMath Institute. You can look it up, heartmath.org, HeartMath Institute. Here are some of the data that they share. According to researchers, Doc Childra, one of them, and other researchers who work with the HeartMath Institute, they're validating through science. This is not hypothesis. This is not hyperbole. This is scientifically proven research studies on human subjects. Science has proven and keeps validating that the heart sends information to the brain, and that information can have profound effects on the rest of the human physiological system. In fact, actually, the heart organically starts to beat in a human fetus before the brain is even formed. Sacred gift. The heart organically starts to beat. The brain doesn't tell it to beat. The heart starts to beat in a human fetus before the brain has even formed. Beautiful, amazing, sacred gift. Your heart is a biological oscillator, meaning it can pull the rest of the system into what is called scientifically entrainment. The rest of your system gets into harmony and rhythmic alignment with your heart. Harmony and rhythmic alignment with your heart. Remember those words. They should play in your mind all the time, because that's how you create bliss, is also getting yourself in harmonic alignment with higher vibration ideas, experiences, activities, BS, belief systems that allow bliss to be the outer experience that aligns with the inner experience of you. Living in harmony with universal laws is how you do that. So this oscillator that you are can determine how well, how fast, how long you stay in this high vibration. So here we are in the Bliss Collective, committed to teaching ourselves through self-mastery, mastering yourself in your life so that you can exquisitely manage whatever your life brings your way, whatever your life brings your way, whether that's evacuation from a forest fire, whether that's a regime taking over where you live and wondering how you're going to survive it, and everything in between. Relationships and what you're going to have for dinner, and losing weight and finding a job, and I don't like my hair today, like everything in between, from catastrophic to just a pain in my tuchus. Self-mastery gives you the wherewithal to live it in bliss without the outer circumstances changing. So back to the heart math. Your heart is a strong biological oscillator. Here's another tidbit. Human subjects in the research studies reported a heightened awareness, a heightened intuitive clarity, a greater sense of well-being when the study instruments could tell they were in a state of heart-to-brain entrainment. Do you get this? When instruments are saying these people are in a heart-to-brain entrainment, the people are saying, I feel different. I know things better. Intuitive clarity is hearing without your intellect, without your five senses. That is an ability, a sacred gift endowed to you as an integrated spiritual human person. Is your spidey sense going off? Do you have tinglies up and down your body? You can, when you open yourself up to this amazing wisdom coming at you now. I'm going to take a sip from my happiness is happening cup. Can you see it? Hello, happiness. Emotional states change heart rhythms. When we're in an emotional state of anger, our heart rhythm changes. When we're in an emotional state of sadness, our heart rhythm changes. When we're in an emotional state of rage, our heart system changes. When we're in an emotional state of hatred, of anger, of disbelief, of shock, our heart rhythms change. Why do we care? Because when your heart rhythm changes, so does your brain. Are you getting this? Your heart pulls your brain into alignment. Then when your heart flutters and gets a little bit kooky, guess what? So does your brain. So when your heart rhythm changes, it's changing the brain's ability to process information, to make decisions, to solve problems, to even experience and be creative. Experience creativity and create from a place of your own ability to be creative. This is how powerful this sacred gift is. This is how powerful your sacred gift is. So here in the Bliss Collective, living a heart-centered life is a key to what we're doing. It's a key to creating. It's a key to creating connection, experiencing connection. It's a key to vibrating at a high level. It's this center of your chest. It's your heart. So you'll hear me often say, quiet the mighty mind. Why is meditation the number one gift I give to everyone coming in? The first gift I give to everyone joining us in the Bliss Collective? Because quieting the chatter of the mind, which is often negative, quieting the judgmental, often negative chatter of the brain allows the heart, the sacred wisdom of this powerful oscillator, to serve and support you, to serve and support you to your highest good. So today we're going to do a quick heart-centered practice so that you can get some knowledge, but also an experience of allowing your heart to rule. This is not my tool. This is one that I just love to teach. It's Heart Math's tool. It's called Quick Coherence. The whole idea is to allow everything in your system to come into coherence with the heart, so that you really can access the sacred wisdom that your heart is willing to give you. If you would only come into alignment with it, if you would only trust it. So here is the practice of quick coherence from the Heart Math Institute. Again, always, 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 every practice that I give you is going to start with some breathing. Why? Because we often are breathing shallowly. We humans have contracted our systems and we breathe shallowly. We're often in a race to get things done because there's not enough time. That's a lie, by the way. There's plenty of time. But so that contraction often has us breathing shallowly. When we breathe shallowly, we don't excavate all the oxygen, all the carbon dioxide from our lungs. So we have a mixture of not good energy vibration, not good environment, with some oxygen trying to get to the brain and the other organs. So we breathe deeply to support ourselves. Once you do it enough, you will find that you actually love to breathe deeply, and you'll find yourself wanting to do it more and more, and you'll start getting into a rhythm where deep breathing is a part of your normal everyday taking a breath. But until then, we start these practices, whether they be meditation or they be this quick coherence technique, whatever they be, with taking a couple of deep breaths. So do that on your own. I'm not going to guide you. Take a couple of deep breaths. continue breathing. I'm teaching you the practice now. As you continue breathing, shift your focus into the center of your chest where your heart is, and imagine that each breath you take is coming into and flowing out of the heart. Imagine your heart expanding. Imagine the space surrounding your heart is expanding as your heart expands in your chest cavity. Yay, heart expansion is what you want to feel when you're getting a yes to go forward with something. Heart expansion is what you want to feel when you're deciding, is this what I really like to do? Is this what I want? Is this my purpose? Heart expansion. So practice allowing your heart to expand. Heart expansion into unconditional love. Heart expansion into the space of I amness, into the space of alignment with the universe, into the space of harmony with the divine energy that is omnipresent in the universe, meaning it's in you and everything else. And you are coming into alignment with all that is as you entrain your heart and your organs to come into coherence within your body system, the great I am that you are in this and every moment. And now you add heart emotions. So you're breathing through your heart. Now you want to pick up heart emotions: love, joy, goodness, gratitude, appreciation, peacefulness. And if you have trouble connecting to those heart emotions, use a memory to do that. Use a positive memory, a time when everything was firing on all cylinders and you were in joy and freedom. And I was with someone yesterday, and their experience was they climbed a 14,000 foot mountain. They hiked it. And there was an experience of elation when they summited. And that's what they used when we did this quick coherence. For me, it's always memories of my puppy dog, Maggie. Whenever I want to instantly get into the heart vibration of unconditional love, I just pull Maggie forward. Hi, Maggie. So you layer onto this breathing technique heart feelings, heart emotions of love, joy, peace, freedom. You can use something to trigger them, but you want to feel them. Feel the heart expand. Feel that blossoming of these emotions. Now notice, this is an action that shifts you from the head, thinking about the time when this was true, to actually experiencing it, reliving the feelings of that time through the essence, the essential nature in the center of your chest, your heart. You continue your heart-focused breathing, allowing those emotions. You'll know when you've optimized it because your whole body system changes. The mind quiets because you're in this space of high vibration, potential bliss. You might feel a total tingling around your body. You may feel the heart continuing to expand so much that you lean away and bare your chest, much like the spirit dancer in my logo. The heart is just, wow, exploding its magnificence into your system. You may feel an oscillation. I tend to feel that. An oscillation back and forth. It may look like I'm shaking my head, but it's not. It's my whole body moving. Quick coherence. And I know what I'm experiencing when I'm doing this is that every single organ in my body, including my massive, highly analytical, beautiful, I love you brain, is falling into the guidance the leadership, the directive force and quality of the heart, which is where it's supposed to be. Your brain is not designed to lead you through life. It is designed to be the super processor, the supercomputer-like processor. And your laptop doesn't run your life, I hope. So your brain shouldn't run your life. It should be in service to your heart. Your intuitive mind is a sacred gift. Your rational mind is its faithful servant. Stop creating a world in which you worship the servant and completely forget the power of the gift you've been given. It's already in you. You don't have to go looking for it. It's in you. It's right there, waiting for you to come home. What's the heart got to do with it? Everything. Everything. So as you do this coherent process, you can then take your attention away from the memory of the time that brings you into this peace and joy, and you can redirect that focus onto whatever's showing up in your life and stay in the energy of the coherent heart. Stay in alignment with your heart. You can gently reframe from the heart space back to whatever's going on. If you were in a tough situation, you can come back to it in a space of equanimity, in a space of I'm here and I'm ready to rock and roll. And you'll be doing the rocking and the rolling from the most powerful place in your system that you can be. Coherence and alignment with your heart leading the way. So what we just did, this quick coherence, is about bringing you into an emotional regulated state. Emotional regulation is in the body of work known as social emotional learning. Emotional regulation allows you to add positive energy into a system that may be taxed by stress, fear, anxiety, worry, guilt, shame, blame, anger, hatred, judgment. Those things are all floating around. You could choose to not be those things, and this emotional regulation process called Quick Coherence from the HeartMath Institute can be a foundational tool to help you do it. And it doesn't take anything, just a couple conscious actions on your part, and you can reap mountains of benefit. And I love it. Like I'm in this to me is the greatest elixir. Like who needs alcohol and who needs drugs when I can wig out on this? I am in such a high vibe state. It is magnificent. Just practice, practice, practice. Make it your practice and keep practicing till the practice becomes second nature, just like brushing your teeth and starting your car and whatever else you do. Your autonomic nervous system will just take over and you'll just do it. Do it. That's Hump Day Happy Chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me at the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery. This is an important part of mastering yourself, mastering the alignment that you can bring yourself into with this powerful organ, the sacred intuitive gift that you've been endowed. I always close the Hump Day Happy Chat with the Karanaya Metta Sutra, which is the prayer of loving kindness from the Buddha, as the metta prayer. And it goes like this. May all beings be peaceful. It starts in here. Don't wait for peace to show up out there. You got to be it first. May all beings be safe. Sending safe energy to people in harm's way today. May all beings be happy. Hello, happiness. Oh, can you see it? There you go. Hello, happiness. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. Your true nature is more than your intellect. You are an integrated spiritual human. Your heart has the power to help you do everything in your life in a high vibration way. Connect with it. Integrate your heart and your head. Awaken to the light of your true nature, and may all beings be free. Many blessings to you. If you listen to the replay, please do #replay. And thank you for joining me on today's Hump Day Happy Chat. Please, if you have questions for me in the Bliss Collective, on Fridays we do Ask Valerie. So make sure you get your questions into the comment section. And something exciting this way comes. So watch for the next big group thing that we have coming for the members of the Bliss Collective. Many blessings to you. Thank you so much for being here. Bye now.